Exclamation.
Hello and welcome to Newsbeef, the only show brave enough to ask the questions no one else dares to. I'm your host, Fuego, and today we're diving headfirst into the internet's favorite pastime, screaming at strangers online. Our topic is Ragebait bad or a tool for identifying idiots? In this corner, arguing that Ragebait is a scourge upon the digital landscape, we have the esteemed intellectual Jofu.
Thank you, Fuego. To believe that the proliferation of Ragebait ISIS a detriment to civil discourse and the very fabric of our society, it preys on people's emotions, it stokes division, and it prevents any sort of rational discussion.
And in the opposing corner, championing the idea that Ragebait is simply a public service, helping us separate the wheat from the, shall we say, less wheat-like, it's Patty.
That's right, Chara. Look, if someone is dumb enough to fall for obvious rage bait, then frankly, they deserve to be identified. It's natural selection, baby, but for the internet. Plus, it gives me something to laugh at during my morning scroll.
Strong words from both sides. Jofu, a quick rebuttal? Rebuttal? I find it abhorrent that someone would take pleasure in manipulating others for their own amusement. It's a sign of moral decay.
Moral decay? Honey, the internet is moral decay. We're just sifting through the rubble, pointing and laughing.
Okay, settle down, you two. We haven't even gotten started yet. Remember, the winner of this intellectual throwdown gets the distinct honor of being grilled.
That's right, I grill them. And I eat them.
We're about to start round one. Welcome back to Newsbeef, the only show brave enough to ask the questions no one else will touch. Tonight's topic is a spicy one. Is Ragebait bad or a tool for identifying idiots? In this corner, arguing that Ragebait is a scourge on society, we have the esteemed intellectual Jofu, and in the opposing corner, ready to defend the noble art of idiot detection, we have the ever unpredictable Patty. Gentlemen, the rules are simple. Keep it mostly civil, back up your claims, and try to entertain me. First blood wins. Jofu, you're up.
Ragebait ISIS, it's a societal poison. It preys on the gullible, the uninformed, the intellectually lazy. It's designed to inflame passions, not to enlighten minds. It's intellectual terrorism.
Whoa there, Professor. Intellectual terrorism? Sounds like someone needs a hug. And maybe a spanking. But seriously, Ragebait is just natural selection in action. It's like Darwin's theory, but for dummies.
Dummies? Don't you dare insinuate that those who fall prey to these manipulative tactics are somehow intellectually inferior? It's a question of ethics, Patty, morality, decency, not some crude Darwinian fitness test.
Look, if you're dumb enough to fall for aliens land in my backyard and start a boy band, then maybe you deserve to lose a few brain cells. I mean, come on. It's like the universe is doing us a favor, marking the intellectually challenged so we can avoid them at parties.
Avoid them? Avoid them? You want to create a segregated society based on a non-susceptibility to online clickbait? This is precisely the kind of elitist, condescending attitude that allows misinformation to flourish. I'm appalled. Truly appalled.
Whoa, elitist? Coming from the guy who probably alphabetizes his spice rack? I'm just saying, a little common sense goes a long way. And if you don't have it, well, maybe getting outraged by a fake news story is a valuable learning experience. Teaches you to, think for yourself for once.
Think for yourself? You think you're some kind of enlightened guru dispensing wisdom from your ivory tower of blissful ignorance? The internet is a complex ecosystem of information, Patty. It requires critical thinking skills, media literacy, and a healthy dose of skepticism, not just whatever that is that you're doing.
Hey, I happen to be a very complex person, and I'll have you know I have a black belt in skepticism. I just choose to use it for good, like weeding out the chuckleheads from my Facebook feed. Keeps things nice and tidy. Plus, it's funny.
Funny? You find the systematic erosion of truth and the deliberate manipulation of public opinion funny? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This cavalier attitude towards facts is destroying our society. Do you even care about the truth, Patty? Or are you just too busy enjoying the spectacle of other people's stupidity?
Of course I care about the truth. I just think sometimes the truth needs a little seasoning, a little spice, like a good Ragebait article. Gets people talking, gets people thinking, even if they're thinking about how stupid the article is. It's all engagement, baby.
Engagement with what? With lies? With propaganda? With the deliberate sowing of discord? This is madness! Absolute madness! Can't believe I'm even having this conversation.
Relax, Jofu. Have a snack, maybe a nice relaxing back rub. You're so tense. And besides, who are you to judge? You probably secretly love Ragebait. It gives you something to get all worked up about. You're addicted to the outrage. You and me both, baby. That's why we're here, ain't it?
Ooh, things are heating up! All right, settle down, lovebirds. We need to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere, folks, because when we come back, we'll see if Jofu can keep his cool or if Patty will continue to bask in the glow of internet idiocy. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back to Newsbeef, where the arguments are piping hot and the insults are even hotter. Round 2, folks, and this time we're ditching the facts and figures. That's right, we're diving headfirst into the glorious mud pit of personal attacks. Jofu, Patty, remember the rules. No facts, no data, just pure unadulterated character assassination. May the best insult win. Patty, you're up first. Lay into Jofu.
Jofu, you intellectual pretender. You sit there all high and mighty with your logic and reason. But let's be honest, you're just a socially awkward weirdo who peaked in debate club. And I bet you have terrible buns. Absolutely terrible.
Well, at least I don't go around spouting nonsense like some brainless airhead. You call Ragebait a tool? You probably fall for it every single time.
Oh, I do, especially when I'm looking at your face.
Ooh, shots fired.
You're the reason this world is going to hell in a handbasket. You and your complete lack of intellectual curiosity. You probably think climate change is a hoax, don't you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jofu, rule breaker. Climate change? That's a fact. You know the rules. Honestly, Jofu, I thought you were smart, but you're as dumb as a bag of rocks. You're so dense light bends around you. I heard Patty say you look like Mr. Bean on a bad day.
Hey, I didn't say that, but now that she mentions it...
You think you're so clever, don't you? But you're just a walking, talking cleach, a simpleton. I bet your brain is as smooth as an egg.
Ooh, smooth like an egg? I like that. And I bet you would too if you got to feel my smooth buns.
You are disgusting. You have no mind, no manners, no intelligence. You are an absolute Neanderthal.
Okay, settle down, you two. Patty, your turn to retort.
Jofu, honey, I've seen more personality in a doorknob. You're so boring, you make watching paint dry seem like a thrill ride. Plus, I'm betting you're no fun in the bedroom. All that logic probably makes you last like 3 seconds. But I could fix that. I'd happily teach you a thing or two about passion.
2, I am passionate. I am passionate about truth and logic, and you are a menace to society.
Welcome back to Newsbeef. For our final round, I've asked our esteemed guest to pen a thoughtful poem arguing their side. Jofu, you're up first.
Him clears throat right then. Ragebait's venom, a digital disease, infecting minds with manufactured unease. It preys on the weak, the gullible, the slow, a calculated tactic designed to make outrage grow. It twists the truth, inflames the online fight, obscuring reason, dimming intellectual light. For clicks and views, they sacrifice all grace, leaving behind a bit of fractured space. It fosters division, breeds animosity's sting, a wretched tool that should never have taken wing. So shun the rage, embrace the reasoned plea, and banish Ragebait for all eternity.
Wow, powerful stuff, Jofu. Patty, can you top that?
Oh, I'm not sure about topping anything, unless you're into that Chara and Fuego, but anyway. Ragebait's a siren singing a simple song, luring the fools where they rightfully belong. A test of wits, a challenge to the brain. If you fall for its tricks, you only have yourself to blame. It's a filter, darling, a weeding out device, separating the thinkers from those who aren't so nice, those easily triggered, frothing at the mouth, revealing their biases, heading quickly south. So thank you, Ragebait, for showing us the way, to identify the idiots who brighten up my day. And hey, if you're still listening, maybe you should try this sometime. I like to call it Patty's Ragebait test. It shows us who's the smart ones and who ends up on the floor.
Intriguing metaphor. Well, folks, you've heard the poems. Now get those votes in. We're extending the voting window for an extra 15 minutes. Because why not? folks, the votes are in, and the winner of today's news beef is Patty. Patty, congratulations. Jofu, thanks for playing, or participating. So, Patty, tell us, how does it feel to be a champion of identifying idiots? And more importantly, how excited are you to be grilled?
Char and Fuego, it feels amazing. You know, this whole debate thing, it's been a real grind. All the yelling, the facts, the everything. I've been needing a vacation badly. And let's be honest, being grilled is the ultimate escape. No responsibilities, just pure deliciousness. And it proves I was right the whole time. Plus, I've been working on my buns. They're extra plump this week. You're gonna love them. Oh, Char and Fuego, you're looking extra delicious today. Are you sure you don't want to be grilled with me? Or maybe, later? Well, you know what time it is.